Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of August 28th to September 3rd. First card out for you is 16, Uncover. And it says nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. I am seeing here revisiting the past in a sort of way. Particularly, I'm seeing like entertainment, like revisiting old comfort shows or music or something like that. Some of you might be going to like a disco night or an emo night or whatever old music from your teenage years night that exists. Okay, I'm just seeing like reconnecting with old friends as well, or going over old photos. Someone may be showing you old photos, going over old memories with you. I'm just getting a really big sense of looking back at the old times and kind of recapturing the feeling that you had back then, the good feelings. So some of you, this could be like a phone call or lunch with someone you haven't seen in years, or maybe even at all. Some of you may be reconnecting with relatives you've never even met and exchanging memories, something like that, something very nostalgic. Or even visiting home if you haven't seen your family in a while, or really thinking back on your childhood and all of the traditions that you had, all of the memories that made your childhood sweet, especially if you have your own child or will be having a child. It's kind of like, what made my childhood magical, and how can I give that gift to my own child? And how can I like start new traditions that they will cherish as well? Next, we have Fork in the Road with the number 13. So we are seeing you stuck in between many different life decisions. It feels like there are, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Seven of Cups comes out for you. It seems like there are a lot of different paths that you could take in life from the point that you're at right now, and you're not really sure which one to take. Or maybe you have an idea in your head, but Spirit hasn't really uncovered a lot of the details just yet, and you're being asked to remain in the present moment and do what you can right now. And if you keep doing that, then the details will emerge for you, I promise. Next, we have Trickery with the Heart Chakra. I do wonder if there is someone here who is not saying the whole truth about something. I would avoid scams. If you get any mysterious emails or text messages, double check them, like make sure they're not suspicious, and is this actually legit? I would definitely double check with that. But also I would wonder here, are the people around you who they say they are? And I'm not trying to make you paranoid or anything, but if your intuition is telling you something feels off about someone, or I feel like they are hiding something, I feel like they are lying about something, definitely listen to that, because I promise you, you do not want to continuously waste time with people who you are constantly questioning. Especially, okay, here's the thing. If you are generally not a paranoid person, like you have healthy friendships and relationships in your life that are fine and peaceful and secure, and you're not constantly questioning them or accusing them of things, I would certainly pay attention to if one person in your life keeps triggering this sense of like, is there something more going on here? Because 9 times out of 10, there is something more going on there. That, trust me, I wasted time on someone who I kept having that feeling with, and I convinced myself that I was the one being paranoid, but then I looked at my life and I'm like, I have several healthy relationships and friendships, and this one person is the only one like making me constantly feel like there's more that isn't being said here, and there was a lot more that wasn't being said there. So just don't even waste your time with it. 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 to take a look at this week ahead. First card out for you is the Star. What a beautiful card. You might have recently achieved some type of milestone or goal in your life, or you will be this week, okay, which is really exciting. Some of you are graduating, starting school again, buying a house, moving, getting married, having a kid. Like, it seems like a really big accomplishment, a really big milestone in your life that will be very memorable, which may be why you're so nostalgic, thinking back on the past. Some of you may be also in this beautiful energy of just like wishing someone was here to see this accomplishment of yours or see how far you've come. I am seeing a lot of mothers in spirit. Okay, so if you're watching and your mother has passed away and you've been thinking, or your father even, and you're thinking to yourself, anyone really, I just specifically feel mothers very strongly, and you're thinking to yourself like, I wish they were here to see this. I'm feeling their energy very strongly. They are here. They are seeing you. achieve your goals and are extremely proud of you. Your past loved ones are coming through very strongly this week, actually, just to say, like, we are here for you and super proud of you whenever you make these hard decisions or do these hard things that really bring you onto a path of a better life. So second card out for you is the Ten of Water in reversed. Okay, slight trouble in paradise. I do wonder, again, if there is a friendship or relationship that you are like, I should be happy here. This could be something long-term, very happy, but my mind just can't seem to shake. Like, is there something else going on here? Pay attention to that feeling. Let's see what the surrounding cards are. Third card out is the Seven of Fire in reverse. Okay, I would definitely pay attention to anyone who makes you feel like you can't bring up an issue with them, because if you speak your mind when it comes to a negative emotion that you're going through, or if there's something that bothers you about what they're doing and you try to bring that to their attention and they just get very, very defensive, that's not really fair. And that to me is like an emotionally immature tactic. If you can't tell someone how you're feeling without them getting defensive, you are never going to be able to have a healthy relationship with them, because conflict is a part of relationships, all relationships. And it really it's so backwards, because the people who can't handle conflict, they think in their minds that all conflicts are just these huge devastating things, and they take it as an attack on their ego and the relationship is failing. When in reality, if you are able to handle conflict, it's not even a big deal. It really isn't. For example, your partner comes home from work one day and they say hey, I had a really tough day at work, and you know what, I just need a little extra reassurance and snuggles, because I've seen that you were out having fun all day, and I love that for you, but I am feeling a little bit jealous, and I just, want to know if, we could just snuggle for 30 minutes. Now, that other partner should be like, of course, I love you and I want to support you. And then they just snuggle. How is that even a conflict? It doesn't even feel like a conflict, right? It's just one person saying what they want and need, and the other person listening and working together to make sure that both people are happy. That's the conflict that some people are so terrified of. Now, if someone who's conflict avoidant, you may come home, same scenario, you're out having fun, I'm a little sad, can we snuggle? Oh my gosh, I can't do anything, right? I'm such a failure, sorry for having fun. And it's really not that deep, okay? I can't stand people like that, and you should not either. Literally do not stand them. Bye-bye, get out of my life, not standing you anymore. Because you just simply do not have a healthy foundation of communication that you need for this relationship to work. So just pay attention to anyone in your life like that. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a family member. This could be a friend. This could be anyone. And if you notice this behavior in them, it's not your problem to fix it, okay? They can go to therapy. They can work it out on their own. Bye. All right. Next, fourth card, second row out, we have the World. Bye-bye, old me. Hello, new me. Right underneath the star as well. These are two cards of major, major accomplishments, huge accomplishments, something that you set out to achieve. You are achieving it for sure. And you know what? I'm getting this energy of you are thriving. You're getting more attention. You are reaching your goals. You're becoming more peaceful, more mentally clear, which is why you may find yourself being extra bothered when someone around you just isn't growing at the same level, especially in terms of maturity and healthy communication, etc. And you may find that what you once tolerated in the past, you are no longer tolerating anymore. Center of your spread is Seven of Air. I knew it. Guys, okay. This is the center of your spread. The Seven of Air is the card of lying. All right, she's wearing a mask. She is not showing her true face here. And you have the trickery card. Like I was saying, if your intuition is saying I just feel like you're not telling me something, I just feel like there's something off here, listen to it, okay? Listen to it. And look at the other relationships in your life. Do you get the same feeling? Is it a you problem or is it a them problem? It's a you problem if you can't trust anyone in your life. If you are paranoid about every single person in your life, then that's when I would say start looking within and understand why you have these trust issues. However, for 99.9% of the people watching here, I feel like you do have healthy relationships. You have had healthy connections in the past where you weren't really paranoid and insecure. So that should be your indicator. If you're feeling paranoid and insecure about just one particular person or situation, maybe that's your intuition, okay? Maybe that's something to dig a little deeper in. It feels like your life, you're very happy, but like there's just a wound like in your arm, and someone just keeps rubbing salt in it, and it's just like everything would be fine and happy if you would just change your behavior and let this wound heal. But we can't let this wound heal, because every time I try to talk about this issue with you, you get defensive, and you getting defensive is like rubbing salt in the wound and dirt and nastiness. It will never heal, because your foundation of communication and behavior is not acceptable. Okay. I'm getting so passionate, guys. Okay. 6th card out, the Hierophants. Yes, take the traditional path here. You know, some of you may be coming to a point in a relationship where it's like, if we're going to make this work, we need therapy. All right, we straight up need a couples counselor. If you do not want to go with me, the relationship is over. Point blank, period, bye. Because we have a foundational issue in our relationship that we need to overcome. If you do not want to overcome that, then you don't care about the relationship. Goodbye. Okay, I am seeing that for some of you. All right, for others of you, you know, I see you actually taking on more mentors and teachers. So this could be like you have been having a lot of issues in your life. In particular, I'm seeing relationships. So you may be like getting books on healthy relationships and listening to podcasters and really surrounding yourself with this knowledge to help you kind of navigate your journey forward. So others of you may be taking on a leadership role in your life. That may be the success, the dream acquisition that we're seeing here. You may have recently gotten promoted to a manager, someone who's leading, or you might have just recently graduated. Like I am seeing some type of success where you're now in a more leadership role in your life. And I almost feel like this person, whoever it is for you, it feels like they're like subconsciously triggered by that. Like you may get some slight jealousy energy from them on top of the defensiveness. And it's just like the point where you're just feeling sad for this person and like there's nothing else I can do here. I don't know what to tell you. Final row out. And you know what? People act up like that. Like when they know they're in the wrong, when they are feeling really, really bad about themselves and they keep projecting their sense of self-worth onto you and the relationship. Like when you start succeeding and thriving and they're still where they were originally at because they're not focusing on themselves, you know, they're focusing on everyone around them, it could be really triggering for them. So that's when a lot of issues can come up. So definitely pay attention to that as well. When you start succeeding in life, notice who starts like causing problems with you and really see why that is. Final row out, 7th card is the 7 of Water, which is exactly what I said would come out. 7 of Cups. Remember, the Fork in the Road card came out and I said, wouldn't be surprised if the 7 of Cups came out, and here it is, 7 of Water. There is a lot of different future paths for you. Some of you have a lot of possible jobs that you could take on, colleges that you can go to, a lot of different, you know, paths. Like I could stay with this person, I could break up with this person, I could move to a new city, I could stay here and break up with this person. And like, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing so many different options for you and you're kind of just stuck here looking at all of them this week. Okay, one thing I would definitely do if I was a Leo is ask the universe for clarity in what your next action should be right here in the present moment. Okay, ask out loud and notice the intuitive nudges that you feel drawn to take, the things that you feel drawn to do, and then do them. 8th card out is the 9 of Air. 9 of Swords. Yeah. Guys, I want to say here, the longer you stay with this person who is making you very uncomfortable, who you just feel like there is something that they're not telling you, the more you are just prolonging your own misery. I swear to you, like, the second you decide to take a leap of faith and leave this toxic situation, not only will let me say there will be a mourning period, of course, but after that mourning period, and actually during the mourning period, you will be having so much peace and you will realize that it wasn't you who was insecure. It was really this person who went out of their way to make you insecure and not share things with you, okay? Like I am just getting, you don't even realize how anxious and sick this person is making you. You might have noticed when you first met this person, you might have had like stomach aches or like you didn't feel like eating and you had a lot of signs of anxiety. Some of you might have even lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of weight around the time that you first met them. These are all signs that this person, like your body is not sitting right with this person. There is stuff that they are not telling you. Okay, I know that it's a dark message, but like you've been putting up with this for too long is what I'm seeing with the 10 of water in reverse. Like, you have been putting up with this too long. Someone has your nervous system constantly activated in this fight or flight mode, okay? Because they may have hot and cold communication, or they may struggle with addiction where there's extreme highs and lows here. And it just has created a response from your body where you're like constantly in fight or flight mode, constantly having anxiety. And you may have physical symptoms of the stress and anxiety through like chest pains or stomach cramps or not feeling hungry, feeling nauseous, you know, all the signs, the headaches even. Like, I'm really feeling, Leo, you are having physical symptoms of the stress and anxiety that this person is really giving to you because they are inconsistent. They are unstable, and you put them at such a top tier place in your life that now your life is unstable. And it's not from you, it's from this person. However, it is kind of from you because you put this person at such a huge part in your life. Like, it really does feel like this is my family, my best friend, my codependent thing, my relationship. Like, we are going to get married, we're going to do this, that. We are married, you know, we have a kid. And it's like, it doesn't matter how close they are to you right now, you know. If you keep lingering here, you're only prolonging the pain and suffering. That's what I want to say. Final card out for you is the Two of Air. I don't see you making a decision on this week. I'm just being honest. Okay, I don't see you making any big decisions this week. I see you kind of just analyzing the energies. Spirit is giving you time and space to just sit with where you're at and all of the possible paths that you can take here, and kind of gain more clarity from that, okay? So thank you guys for joining me. Sending you so much love, so much light. I mean, honestly, you are really thriving and succeeding in life. It just feels like this one person, whoever they may be to you, is like, it feels like they're the sole source of your pain and suffering right now, and I really don't know why you keep hanging on to them. Oh, I do know why. It's really hard to leave people, especially when we put them at such a high place in our lives. Especially being a Leo, which is a fixed sign, or having a significant Leo placement. We see you taking on more leadership. We see you having a lot of future paths ahead of you, a very promising future. But it's like, do you want... And you know what? Here's the kicker of it. I feel like if you keep hanging on to this person, you're not going to be able to make a really good decision for your future, because your mind is always going to be thinking of them. You know, always going to be thinking of how you can incorporate them into your future. And I think it's just at the point where... Oh, what's that Lizzo lyric? It's like, you're supposed to hold me down, but you're holding me back. I feel like you're at that point with this person where it's like, they're supposed to be holding you down, grounding you, keeping you centered and helping you realize your dreams. But in reality, they're just holding you back, because it's like every time you start succeeding, you have to take time out of your day to like nurture their nonsense they have going on and have your body, mind, and soul stimulated like too much with anxiety and frustration with this person. And it's just like, it's at the point where they're holding you back. So thank you for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. You're more than welcome to cross watch as well for anyone in your life that you want to stalk. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment thoughts and feelings down below. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my spiritual life coaching sessions and my goddess energy intention oil there. Bye bye.